Hello, with the draft just finishing and free agency about to start. I'm going to be doing predictions and my thoughts on where I think these players should go, and my predictions on where I think they will go. I'm looking at the top 50 free agents on Top Rumors right now. I'll be talking about most of them. I'll skip through the ones that just don't really matter. But let's start it off. Bradley Beal. I think he's going to stay at the Wizards. I think it's just too much money for him to pass up on. I think there's better options like the Heat is my favorite option for him. Even the Celtics is a I've heard that rumored. I like that option. They just went to the finals. A Robert Williams, Derek White trade wouldn't be bad for the Wizards in a sign and trade. Starting line of Marcus Smart, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford's scary. They could probably win a championship. So I think Celtics and Heat best option, but realistically, I believe he'll stay with the Washington Wizards. Zach LaVine, I think he's going to stay with the Bulls. I'd be surprised if he didn't. I don't really like any other option for him. Maybe the Trailblazers, but that's not much better from the Bulls. Maybe the Lakers. I really like the Mavericks, but I think he'll stay with the Bulls, and I think that's the right option. James Harden, I think he's going to stay with the 76ers. They give way too much for him. He seems like he likes it there. And I think he'll be a little better next year with Embiid. And hopefully they can get off the Tobias Harris contract and trade for some. I heard they might want PJ Tucker as well. So I think 76ers will have a better season next year. DeAndre Ayton. Pistons, it doesn't seem like are going to. I think they might go the Miles Bridges route. Just because Jalen, they just drafted Jalen Duren in the draft. And he's similar to DeAndre Ayton, less money. They also have Isaiah Stewart. So I think they went with cheap center, and then they're going to spend a max on Miles Bridges. And then that's a lineup of Cade, Ivy, Bay, Duren. That's really good, and I think that's the right play. So for Ayton, my Pistons were my favorite team for him, but now I really like the Spurs, but I think he's going to end up staying in Phoenix now that Detroit's out of the thing. Maybe even Charlotte, but seems like he's staying in Phoenix now. Kyrie, I did an NBA trade machine on him. I actually do believe he's going to leave. I really like the Heat in a sign-and trade rolled around Kyle Lowry. And I don't think you have to add Tyler Hero, but maybe Max Strus in it and a couple first. Doesn't seem like that good value, but I don't think you're getting crazy value from Kyrie. Some other options I said is the Clippers, the Lakers, the Knicks, and yeah, that's it. Miles Bridges, I really want to go to the Detroit. They got money. I mean, he's restricted, so they could just match it anything. But if Detroit gives him a max deal, I don't know if the Hornets are gonna match that. I hope they don't. Even though that's a little overpay for the Pistons, that's a really good lineup. I think they can make the playoffs. So my prediction is the Pistons, and I want him to go to the Pistons. Jalen Brunson, he's unrestricted. I heard the Knicks will offer him a 4-year, $100 million deal. The Mavericks could do more, but I think that might be a little bit of an overpay. Brunson's one of my favorite players because he can just, he can stop and go. And even though it might be a little of an overplay, I think that's the thing the Knicks have to do. But I truly believe he'll stay with the Mavericks, so my belief is he'll stay with the Mavericks. And for Anthony Simons, I don't see him leaving the Trailblazers. He's a restricted free agency. Dort, he's staying with the Thunder. Sexton, he might leave. A couple places I've heard is the Pacers. I don't think Detroit will get him because they just got Ivy. So I think it's either Pacers, San Antonio, or he just stays in Cleveland. I don't think Pacers are a bad option, but I think he'll stay in Cleveland. I don't know if he's going to start next year just because Garland's pretty short, and I don't know if that's the best, thing. Nurkic, I think he's staying with the Trailblazers. I can't think of any other team. Mitchell Robinson, maybe Charlotte, but I don't know if they have the money for him. I heard he might leave, but I would like him in OKC. I think Chet can play the four, but I heard the Knicks. I think the Knicks are gonna pay him. Bobby Portis, I think he's staying. Tyus Jones. Now this is a player I don't expect him to stay. I really like him with Washington. He can probably be the starting point guard. He can play backup point guard almost any other team, but I would be surprised if he stays on the Grizzlies because they just drafted Kenny Chandler. Malik Monk, I'm not sure. Oladipo, I think he'll stay. Chenjo, I think he'll stay. Bruce Brown, I believe, will stay. Anderson, I don't think he'll stay. I can't think of a team. Boucher, stay. PJ Tucker, I heard he's gonna go to Philadelphia. And the rest, I don't think it's really worth talking about. Here's some names though. I don't think Otto Porter will stay. I think he's gonna get too much money as a Warriors fan. And they have Kuminga, Payton. He might get too much money. They have Moody, Bagley. I think hopefully he'll stay. If Miles Bridges comes though, I don't know if he'll stay. Jalen Smith, yeah. Thank you for watching, and tell me what else you would want me to do. I'm just gonna scroll down to show you guys the other free agents. I think if the Pistons get Miles Bridges, I think the Spurs wouldn't be a bad option for Marvin Bagley. So that's my last thought, and thank you.